All right, I got one more story for you here.
I might as well just roll it now and then get out of here.
We're almost done. I don't know if you saw it or not, but there was a shooting in Oklahoma.
No.
Where this current administration wants local police enforcement officers to wear body cams.
Okay.
Well, this local police actually was wearing a body cam.
Okay.
And the reason, and good thing for him, because again, it was a white officer shooting and killing a black man.
All right.
Oklahoma police released a video of a cop fatally shooting an armed, fleeing man.
Okay.
Oklahoma police released a video Friday from the body cam of a cop who fatally shot a suspect earlier in the month. Muskogee officer Chancey McMillan responded to a domestic abuse complaint approaching a 21-year-old Terrence Walker outside of an old Agency Baptist church on January 17th, according to the local media. Just relax for me, McMillan said. Why are you shaking? Relax. The video shows Walker run away and McMillan give chase. The suspect then stops to bend over and pick up something he dropped on the street.
Okay.
From the video, it's not clear what he attempted to retrieve, but the police said it looked like a semi-automatic pistol.
Okay.
McMillan fires 5 shots at Walker, who had set off running again, which strike and kill the young man. The unedited footage shows Walker fall over into a ditch.
Okay.
The church's pastor ran toward the scene and begged the cop to stop and put the gun down. Don't shoot no more, he shouted.
All right.
Get the fuck back, McMillan screamed multiple times while approaching the body. Other officers arrived on the scene. One found the handgun on Walker's person before checking his vital signs. Minutes later, McMillan collapsed onto another cop car. His colleagues tried to comfort him. You're all right, baby. You're going to be okay. Let's go to my car now. Let's go. Fuck. Why did he have to do that? McMillan referred to Walker's attempt to flee. Walker's mother, Cassandra, spoke to KXAM after authorities released the body camera footage of her son's death on Friday. She said she has refused to watch it. I have no desire to look at it. I want to remember him like I know him to be, she told the station. I wouldn't want any mother, daughter, wife, grandmother. I would never want somebody to physically see that. Walker, who was originally from Austin, Texas, had moved to Muskogee to attend Bacone College on a football scholarship, she said. Muskogee Police Corporal Mike McMahon said Walker had been threatening to kill his ex-girlfriend, saying he had a bullet with her name on it.
Oh Jesus!
What is with people so obsessed with a relationship that you're not you're not getting away from me. You're not breaking up with me, bitch. I'll kill you first. It's
like what kind of guy needs a gun to fucking scare his chick?
Hail and kill caller, you're on the air.
All right, 2 things.
Okay.
First, the snide tone. Well, this administration wants us to wear body cameras. Guess what? Cops want them just as much as criminals do, because they get them off the hook.
Well, that's the point I was making here.
Sure.
That luckily he had this body camera on him. Otherwise, there would be an uproar, just like the whole Michael Brown incident, that this police officer shot some innocent kid running away, for no apparent reason. But in the camera, fortunately, you see this kid drop a gun on the ground, turn around, pick it up, and aim it at the officer, and then the officer blew him away.
What town is this in?
This is in Muskogee, Oklahoma.
Okay. So I'm thinking if they can afford body cameras, why can't some suburban police force near St. Louis afford them,
Well, I didn't think anybody required them until, recently. But,
okay, well,
but fortunately, like I said, fortunately for this officer who is white, he did wear a body camera, and you do see this kid drop that gun on the ground and pick it up and turn around and aim it at him.
Sure. All kinds of stuff happens at traffic stops and this, that, and the other. And, you know, cops love their dashboard cameras. If they're on the up and up, if they're not worried about the camera catching something they might be doing that's not right, they dig it because it covers their own ass.
True, absolutely.
All different kind of situations.
And in this case, it worked out for the best, because I don't think Sharpton is on a plane right now going down there and, you know, organizing a protest.
Well, here's another reason why. The cop's own reaction to what happened. He didn't get on TV and say, "Well, I don't have any remorse about what happened." He, with a straight face and, you know, and empty eyes, he's actually distraught about the whole thing.
Yeah, of course. No, I don't know personally. I don't know a lot of cops. I know a few, but I don't know a one of them that says, "Man, I can't wait till my opportunity to blow somebody away."
Right.
You would hope not. I mean, sure, they got to be out there. But, I mean, just Darren Wilson's, when he did that interview on TV, and he just basically said, "Yeah, well, I shot him because I had to. I didn't have any remorse about it." It probably didn't help him from a PR standpoint.
Probably not, but I kind of get where he was coming from. I think that was his way of saying he felt totally justified in his reaction.
Right.
But even when you do, I think a lot of people, they get that in their mind that whatever happened, whatever went down, they took a human life. That's heavy shit, you know?
That is heavy shit.
Sure. It's not something you just, well, I don't have any regrets about. Did you see the movie American Sniper?
I haven't seen it, no.
I haven't seen it either yet.
Okay, it's actually a very good movie. I was kind of afraid it was going to be, you know, kind of heavy-handed, but it actually is not. And there's a scene at the end of it where a VA psychologist or some kind of doctor is asking the main character if he feels bad about any of the people that he killed. And he gives this really rote kind of pat answer about how they were all enemies and he was prepared to meet his maker and answer for any one of them. But at this point, after 4 tours, you can tell that he's not quite buying the answer anymore. He's not quite buying the company line, so to speak. You know, he's had time to think. And I think people that work in that kind of line, that have actually had to kill people in the line of duty, they must think about these things, you know?
I got to tell you, I know from a personal standpoint, I could never be a sniper and know that my job is to go in there and just eradicate people just by taking them out, regardless of, you know, the bad or the good or the evil or the whatever the case may be.
Whether they're, you know, men or women or little kids or, you know, whatever. Yeah, that would be heavy shit, like I say.
It's tough to live with, subconscious, but then again, there's those, you know, guys who are serial killers and they think nothing of it.
Well, hire them to be snipers.
That's true. They should be the ones to be snipers.
Hey, do you wet your bed? Yeah. Do you set fires? Yeah. Do you torture animals? Yeah. Hey, you want to be a sniper? Sign my ass up.
That's why I think they had to send all these street thugs over to Iran or Iraq or wherever, since they're so fond of fighting. They had to send them over there where there's lots of fighting.
And they can you know, have their happy hunting ground, so to speak.
Yeah, go out there and have a ball. Open fire.
Just don't bring it back home.
Exactly. Leave it over there.
Sure. Fuck you, pal.
Jeez. All right. Finish the story up here real quick.
All right.
Let's see here. Okay, yeah. Muskogee Police Captain Mike McCann said Walker had been threatening to kill his ex-girlfriend, saying he had a bullet with her name on it. From everything that we can see in the video, the officer responded appropriately. The officer had a split second to make a decision. We believe he acted according to his training. Some local residents told NBC affiliate that the entire incident is a tragedy, but they are happy it did not result in the sort of violence seen in other places such as Ferguson, Missouri.
Yeah.
The other cities that have had this happen, they get pretty riled up about it.
You think?
But thank God this is, it's kept the community as quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder why that is. Because they actually saw this kid turn around with a gun and point it at the cop.
Right. Well, yeah.
I really don't think that the police officer felt like he had any other choice, said Danita Week. But I really feel bad for the young man who was shot also. Authorities said that the incident is under investigation and McMillan has been placed on leave. In December, President Barack Obama requested a 3-year, $263 million investment package to supply more police officers with body cameras. The White House said the goal is to have 50,000 more body cameras in use within 3 years. The proposal came at the time of widespread protest against the law enforcement related to the death of the 18-year-old Michael Brown at the hands of Ferguson, Missouri police after Darren Wilson in August.
Right. Notice how quiet it was that he was found not guilty in the federal?
Yeah.
Did you notice that? That didn't sort of turn into page one news now, did it?
No, it didn't spark any riots either.
No, but it certainly wasn't page one news.
Nope.
Even though Eric Holder wanted him to be found guilty.
Sure.
Fuck. This fucking country is a disaster.
Yeah, not a word about it.
No, it wasn't. I don't even think it was a page one in any newspaper anywhere.
Not at all.
Just quietly was passed through. Ridiculous.
Well, it never ends. It's just, you gotta wonder what the end game here is, if there is an end game, as to why the upheaval. It's just it's almost intentional to keep everything riled up all the time. Well,
if you believe the Illuminati people, the conspiracy theorists, that's why they got all these FEMA camps all over the place, because they're gonna get enough upheaval going on, then they have to implore martial law. And when they implore martial law, then they can go and scoop up the guns. They can go and get people moved around to where they want them, and they can kind of take control.
Yeah, but control of what? I mean, again, this is all conjecture, and yeah, of course, there's a lot of speculation about the government enacting like a martial law or taking over the populace and disarming the citizenry and whatnot. And I think that there's something to that. But the thing is if you enslave the population and put them in these quote unquote FEMA camps and this and that, well, what are you going to do with them then?
You're going to kill them since there's too many people.
So you systematically, basically it's World War II all over again.
Yeah. Well, that's it. They want to take it down to 3 billion people. So that's how they do it. They throw the bad apples in there and fucking lead them to the ovens.
Yeah, exterminate them again.
Yep, so to speak.
Sure.
But now this time with a cause that's more globally accepted. Again, I'm not buying into that necessarily. I'm just telling you that's what the Alex Jones community was.
Sure. But my question is that interring hundreds of thousands, if not millions of Americans and whatnot.
Yeah.
What's the end game there? To exterminate them?
That's what I've heard.
Because obviously you're going to have to house and feed them, and this and that. But so, to what end?
I don't know, man. I do not know.
So
world domination.
Yeah, but for what?
Dude, because they can.
But after say you dominate the world,
okay,
and we'll make this a short discussion.
All right.
Okay, you have everything you want. You have all the world's wealth. Everybody is under your control. Everybody's under your thumb, etc.
Right.
Then what? Then what's left?
Then you live as the emperor.
What good is that?
Who knows? I'm not wealthy enough to even consider
I
it.
know, but I mean, once you get to a certain point, what else is left?
Who knows?
I'm just gonna, throw out a name or two, like a Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Okay, you got a guy like him, or you got a Warren Buffett.
Which, by the way, Bill Gates is big on the fucking there's too many people and they need to be taken down some.
Yeah. Or you got a Warren Buffett, or even on a smaller scale, a Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
And you got millions, if not billions of dollars.
Yeah.
And you have all the houses and amenities and vehicles and travel and clothes and food and this and that, all you can handle.
Yeah.
I mean, after you get to a certain saturation point, what's left?
You're only looking on the average saturation point. These guys want, the next thing they want is to own countries. And then when they own countries, they want to own the world. They want to own everything. They want to be the most powerful.
Yeah, but then what?
They don't want to share it. Well, they have no idea at that point because they've never achieved that.
I know, but I would imagine, just in my pea-sized head, that you get to that point. Say you actually achieve that, and now you look out upon your land and your kingdom. Now what?
Well, here's the comparison. If you made $10 million this year,
okay,
throwing a big number out there.
All right.
You made $10 million this year. Do you think you'd be like, okay, well, my life's over. I've done everything there is to do. Now I'm just going to do nothing.
Yeah, but I don't. No.
Or would you still try to achieve whatever you found to be the next?
I could want to go out and do something to keep life, worth living.
Yeah.
But accumulating more wealth and more this.
These guys don't have. They've already used up all of the stuff that you would try to do at 10 million.
Yeah.
They've used up all that. And they've used up at 100 million and at 1 billion. And for a lot of these guys like Gates, probably at the 50 billion mark.
Yeah.
There's certain things that you get to do when you have $50 billion.
Sure.
That you don't get to do when you have $10 million.
Yeah, I know, but again, this is just my simpleton pea-sized head. There's only so much pussy you can fuck. There's only so many rich foods you can eat. There's only so many fine wines you could experience. There's only so many exotic countries you could visit.
Yeah, but haven't you ever noticed that the primary place that all the weird shit that just seems weird starts is with the wealthy?
Yeah, because they're so bored, they got to find something out of the norm or the bizarre to explore.
Right, exactly.
But to me, that just seems pointless.
Well, to me it does too, but, we've never been in that position either.
That is true. I will agree with that. But just knowing me the way that I know me, and I can only speak for myself.
Sure.
I would just get bored with it. It's just like, all right, I got, $10 billion. I got 16 Porsches. I got 32 mansions. I've got,
See, but it really comes down to where the value system is. Like for me, I could almost see if I hit gold with something, if I somehow hit gold with the museum, and it turns into a chain of 1,000 museums all across the world, okay? If I somehow did that and I had X number of $1 billion, the money number doesn't really matter, I could still see me, and think about this because you know me, the money wouldn't be as important as the next achievement, which is the same way it is right now with me. I don't give a shit how much money I make. I care about fucking overcoming and winning. And I could see if I got to such a huge level that I would continue to want to win. I would never want to say, okay, I made it. I don't think I have a possibility in my own personal life to say, I've made it, I'm done. I don't think I could ever retire. I don't think I could ever stop working. As much as I joke about it, I don't think I could ever sit home for 2 straight weeks and watch TV.
Right.
You know, I just don't. I'm not wired that way.
but I don't think you'd be out there trying to accumulate more stuff. You would just be looking for more challenges.
Well, and that's kind of what these guys see taking over countries and the globe as. I don't think they do it for wealth. I think they do it for power. I think they do it for achievement. There's nothing left to achieve when you've made. I mean, what are you going to achieve when you've made $50 billion?
That's my point.
So they have to keep doing crazier and crazier shit.
True. But I don't understand the thought of enslaving the population, you know, because it's just like, now what do you do with them?
But is not one of the most taboo things to talk about enslaving people? I mean, really? You know, think about it, dude. Now, I don't know if any of it's true, but if you've ever paid any attention to some of the Alex Jones stuff, like with Bilderberg and whatever,
right.
They have all these talks about how it's all this crazy shit with fucking, you know, pedophilia and stuff like that goes on at this stuff. Why would that be a true statement? Why would that be true? It would be true because these guys are pushing the envelope further than the average person can.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with the enslaving, you know. There's a lot of power thinking, okay, well, now I own Australia and all those people are now my fucking slaves and I'm going to kill 2 of every 3 of them. That's a lot of fucking beat your chest power.
Yeah, I guess.
But I don't think that is, I mean, come on, for me and you, yeah, we're not wired that fucked up to get that.
Sure.
But certainly it's not that far-fetched to see it.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I think. That's what I think goes on, man. Is these guys are all fucked up in their head because they haven't had to live like us normal people most of their life, so they don't think the way we do.
Yeah, I guess. It's just a whack ass existence we're in.
It is. It's crazy stupid.
Yeah. All right, dude. Well, I think it's time to get out of here.
That's boogie.
All right. Well, we want to thank our guest tonight, Vinny. Oh, wait a minute. He didn't call. Our good friend, Vinny Apiece, for calling in with the, what is it?
Appice.
Well, Appice Apiece.
He's Vinny Appice.
Yeah, his brother, Carmine.
Carmine's the Apiece one.
Right. Well, they have, what is it called? Drum Wars?
Drum Wars Live.
And is it a DVD or just a CD?
I just have the CD.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's a DVD or not.
So that's available.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to thank him for being a part of the show, and then the rest of you guys and gals who tuned in.
Yeah, it's a fun show tonight.
I think that's it.
That's it. Next week, Damon Johnson from Black Star Riders.
Oh, yeah. He was from Brother Kane, right?
Yes, he was. He's going to be on talking about the new Black Star Riders record, which is great, by the way, called The Killer Instinct.
I thought they were laying off of that for a little while.
Nah, they're charging forward.
Okay, well, that's fine. I mean, I like them.
I like them, too.
I mean, it's Thin Lizzy under a different name.
Yeah, sounds like Thin Lizzy.
Right.
It's good, though.
Well, I'm glad you think so.
Well, I sent it to you. I know I did.
Yeah, I have it. I haven't listened to it yet.
See how you are? Get that big fancy job. Now you think you're too big.
Are you kidding me?
Too important.
Yeah, right.
See, that's you with your global ideas. You don't have time for the same interests as us little people anymore.
Sure. Well, since we're going to have Damon Johnson on next week, he had was in a band called Brother Kane, which I actually liked.
All right.
I actually saw them live once.
Well, so you saw them live once, but not Autograph.
No, not Autograph. Sorry.
I can't name a single Brother Kane tune.
Really? Well, I'm going to
play
one.
Popular?
Yeah, I'm going to play one, and you're going to go, oh, yeah, I remember that song.
All right.
I think this is an appropriate song. I'm going to dedicate this to everybody and anyone who participated in these news stories that I read tonight.
Was Brother Kane more or less popular than Autograph?
I'm going to say they were more.
Really?
Yeah.
I really don't know any other songs. I probably will when I hear it.
You don't remember the song Got No Shame? Got No Shame.
So I was out of the country.
Well, I'm going to play something from their second release just called Seeds.
All right.
And I'm going to close us out with a song called And Fools Shine On.
Okay.
Which is what we are.
Yep.
All right. Well, we're going to get out of here. Appreciate everybody tuning in. And the podcast will be up tomorrow, I'm assuming.
They will be.
So after a 2-week absence in podcasts, people will have something to listen to on Monday.
That's right.
Yay. And I'll make sure I'll hit the stop button, not the delete button.
Careful.
Absolutely. All right. Well, we're going to get out of here. We'll be back next Saturday night. So this is Neeley along with my very good friend
Chris Egan.
We're gone.
Bye, kitties.